And now, the class of 2016.
I am honored to present Bridgeton High School's class of 2016. Good evening. My name is Kimberly Pantaleone, and as class president, I would like to first welcome families, friends, teachers, and supporters of our graduating class. The year we anticipated the most has finally come to an end. We are leaving this year as very different people than when we entered. We have learned there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. It is our time now to dream. Believing in our dreams is important, as said in the Bible. When you pray, believe that you receive them and you will have them. If we believe, all things are possible. The time will come when we achieve our dreams and we'll look back and see that our hard work has paid off. Our journey to dream, believe, and achieve is just beginning. In our next chapter in life, remember to step out of your comfort zone, be strong, courageous, and do not be afraid. Where there's a will, there's a way. I would like to thank my family for all their love, help, and guidance. But most importantly, I would like to thank my Lord and Savior God, for all the blessings and wisdom through his teachings. In my final remarks, I would like to thank my fellow classmates for choosing me to serve as their class president. As we now depart from each other, I hope the class of 2016 dreams, believes, and achieves more than we ever thought possible. Que Dios los bendiga y que los llene de gracia, paz, y misericordia en todos sus anhelos. God bless, and may God's grace, peace, and mercy be with you all in your aspirations.
There were a lot of tears I had to cry through. A lot of battles left me battered and bruised. And I was shattered, had my heart ripped in two. I was broken. There were a lot of times I stumbled and crashed. When I was on the edge, down to my last chance. So many times when I was so convinced that I was over. But I had to fall, yeah, to rise above it all. I'm grateful for the storm, made me appreciate the sun. I'm grateful for the wrong ones, made me appreciate the right ones. I'm grateful for the pain, for everything that made us break. I'm thankful for my scars, 'cause they only make my heart grateful, 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 grateful. I was sinking, I was drowning down. The weight of all the pain was bringing us down. Pulled it together and we pulled ourselves out. Learned a lesson, but there's a lot we gotta go through, oh yes. And that's what got us strong, I got no regrets. And I got only love and no bitterness. Count my blessings, yeah. I'm proud of every tear, yeah, 'cause they got us here. I'm grateful for the storms, made me appreciate the sun. I'm grateful for the wrong ones, made me appreciate the right ones. I'm grateful for the pain, for everything that made us break. I'm thankful for all my scars, 'cause they only make my heart grateful, 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 grateful. And there is nothing I would change, not even one mistake I made. I got lost, found myself, found my way. I'm grateful for the storms, made me appreciate the sun. I'm grateful for the wrong ones, made me appreciate the right ones. I'm grateful for the pain, for everything that made us break. I'm thankful for all my scars, 'cause they only make my heart grateful, 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 oh, grateful.
Good evening to everyone. Parents, family members, teachers, administrators, and graduates. My name is Jaylene Hernandez, Salutatorian and Treasurer of Bridgeton High School's class of 2016. Today marks a very important moment in all our lives, one that we have waited for since we first saw the seniors our freshman year. This is our graduation. The theme of our class is Dream, Believe, Achieve. Those words represent 3 pieces of a puzzle, 3 important steps that will take us from the children we were all those years ago in A Hall to the graduates you see before you. Dreams. We have dreamt of this moment for far too long, and now that we're here, it feels impossible. All of us have endlessly worked hard. I'm sorry. We have worked hard to earn the right to wear these caps and gowns. Graduation marks a day of accomplishment. For all of us, this is the beginning of adulthood and the real world. This dream is already becoming a memory because there are new dreams ready to take its place. Dreams of college, of the military, of starting our careers. Dreams of family, friends, and community. Dreams that we are now ready to realize thanks to the lessons learned here at Bridgeton High School. Believe. A dream is useless if we do not believe in it. Fortunately, I met a girl who always believed, both in her Heavenly Father and in her dreams. There are 250 graduates here today. You can only see 249. Luce is here with us. She will always be with us. We wish she was here wearing a white cap and gown. But even though she's gone, we will always carry her memory. Out of the tragedy this year, I have learned that we can't achieve our dreams without our family and friends. So I would like to take a moment to remember all the loved ones that we lost this school year, or that we have ever lost. To take a moment to remember them and all they have done to help us along the way. Achieve. Our graduation is evidence of achievement. We sit here before you bursting with pride, but we know that this could not have been possible if it wasn't for you all. All of us, every graduate, can look across this track and see someone who has made this possible. Whether it's friends, families, or the faculty and staff of the Bridgeton School District. For me, I would like to thank my parents, my dad for keeping me on track and staying humble, and my mom for giving me a shoulder to cry on. And to all the individuals that have ever helped me dream, believe, and achieve, thank you. I'm sure all of us will say thanks many times tonight or in the hours and days and weeks after graduation. But tonight, on behalf of the class of 2016, let me say thank you. Finally, to the graduates, we made it. Our time at Bridgeton High School is over. Celebrate, you deserve it, but then dream, believe, and achieve again. May God bless each one of you. Thank you.
Good evening, friends, family, BHS staff, students, and most importantly, 2016 graduates. I am Chastity Wilford, and I'm honored for the opportunity to speak to you as valedictorian during this special and rewarding occasion. I've dreamed of this moment for a long time, but as the day came closer, I found myself at a loss for words. I was told I needed to prepare a speech, memorize it, recite it, and possibly inspire a person or two during the process. Since I had no clue what to say to inspire someone, I Googled valedictorian speeches and came up with a list of phrases not to include in this speech. Everything just seems so cliche. We've been through so much together as a class already that me telling you this is just the beginning or that we are the leaders of tomorrow is old news. Together, we have faced adversity. We've lost members of our BHS family. We've struggled to prepare for our next step. We've been stressed, scared, and ready to give up, but together, we have made it. Through all the tough classes, high school drama, and losses, we've come to our final moments of high school as one class, united. Let that be your motivation. Everything that you've accomplished up to now should just be the first small steps towards your dream. When we look back on the past 4 years, let us remember all the fun, laughter, and growth we've experienced. The proms, parties, class trips, pep rallies, and football games we've attended. Let us remember the awesome teachers who taught us more than we ever expected. Let us remember the friendships we've developed and the memories we've made. There's one memory I want to touch on specifically, and that is a memory of Luz de la Cruz. This amazing, bright, beautiful young lady was gone too soon. She touched us all with her beautiful smile and kind words. She was a bright light in many of our lives, and it breaks my heart that she's not sitting behind me today, smiling as I nervously fumble through this speech. But I know she is here in spirit. We all will continue on after the ceremony and make her proud. Thank you, Luz, for reminding us that girls and boys just want to have fun. Our class motto this year is Dream, Believe, Achieve. I'm confident everyone here has a dream. Some dream of having a family, others dream of having a successful career, and there's even some who desire to be millionaires. As Bridgeton High School graduates, we possess all the necessary drive and abilities to achieve these dreams. You have to be your own motivation. You can't allow others to influence your destiny. We all have the potential to be something great, so apply yourself, set goals, and most importantly, never give up. Now, we have some very important people we need to thank. All of our teachers, mentors, and coaches have believed in us since the beginning, and for that, I know we're all thankful. Thank you to all BHS staff, administrators, and guidance counselors for being a part of our lives for the past 4 years and helping us to arrive at this point. Personally, I need to thank my family for all the love and support you have given me. To my grandparents for your wisdom, my sisters for being amazing role models, and my mom for your ongoing love. And Dad, thank you for being my biggest supporter and inspiration since the beginning. Finally, thank you, class of 2016, for all the laughter, friendships, and memories. Each one of us has accomplished so much in such a short amount of time, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of us. Remember to keep dreaming. Good luck, and God bless. Thank you.
Say goodbye to what we had. The good times that made us laugh outweigh the bad. I thought we'd get to see forever, but forever's gone away. So hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where this road is going to yesterday. And I'll take with me the memories to be my sunshine after the rain. Hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
Wow, and I love you guys too. It's such an honor to be here tonight as principal of Bridgeton High School to present the class of 2016. What you see here tonight in front of you in the burgundy, did I get that color correct, and white, is $1.6 million in scholarships and awards. That's an amazing accomplishment. Our students will be taking their talents to many colleges, too numerous to list, around the country, as noted in your programs, ranging from Rutgers, Rowan, Albright, Rider, Cumberland County College, and far beyond, just to name a few. I'd like to call your attention to the variety of cords that our students are exhibiting around their necks tonight. The blue cords indicate that these students are Merit Award recipients. The white cords, distinguished scholars. Maroon cords, meritorious scholars. Gold cords, member of the National Honor Society. The multicolored cords indicate that they are members of the National Art Society. And finally, the red cords indicate that these students were part of our Swedish Exchange student program. Wow, what a journey we've had this year. I was privileged to first meet you all at the beginning of your senior year. When I think of how you've grown from those early days and maturity that you now exhibit, I get emotional. And frankly, it's my prerogative to be emotional. Your families are here tonight to celebrate your achievements. Your parents, siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and the entire community is here tonight they all contributed to helping to raise you. They loved you. They continue to love you. We are all so proud of you here tonight. Everyone here has their own unique memories of you. Please indulge me just for a minute and allow me to share what my memories are. While we're here to honor our achievements over the course of the past 4 years, I wish to honor what I believe to be the most important quality that we have strived to cultivate in you. Some people call it determination. Others refer to it as grit. Simply put, it is perseverance. During the past 4 years, you have pushed yourself through the difficulties and you have stayed the course. To me, these memories are gifts, large and small, that you have given me, and they speak to who you are. Here are a few. Ajane, your smile as you enter the school every day makes me incredibly excited to come to work every day. Matthew, every morning when you see me, you greet me with a firm handshake. Your smile, whether it's raining, whether it's snowy, you still shake. You give that fierce eye contact. Kelsey, who gained steam to carry on and to persevere through the graduation, even after her own personal family loss. Who cannot see that? That's perseverance. Joquan, for showing up every morning early, first one in the building, chasing after his dreams, hoping to satisfy and to make his family proud. Amani, who was called upon to grow up and to handle serious adult situations, but still garnered 4 university acceptances in spite of the circumstances. These are the snapshots that they are benchmarks to our journey together. While we reflect on yesterday and we appreciate today and anticipate tomorrow, it's also important to recognize that for those who are giving much, and I know you've heard this before, for those who are giving much, much is expected. What I believe that means is that we can no longer be self-focused, but also must strive to make the world a better place for those around us. If we can achieve that, it's not only yesterday, today, and tomorrow, but you can change the world, your world, for the rest of your life. It's a very sincere thanks that I extend at this time as I conclude to our board, administrators, teachers, security officers, lunchroom workers, maintenance workers, and everyone who contributed to make this high school one of the best kept secrets in the region. I'd also like to thank parents, grandparents, friends, and family for the overwhelming support and guidance over the past 12 years. You trusted us with your babies. It is our hope that as they leave and they walk away tonight, that your children have a soft and a successful landing. It is with a huge congratulations that I welcome and I say and I applaud the class of 2016. Thank you.
Good evening. Resolution of the City Council of the City of Bridgeton honoring Chastity Wilford. Congratulations. Whereas Chastity Wilford has brought honor to her family, school, and community upon being named Valedictorian of Bridgeton High School class of 2016. And whereas Chastity Wilford has earned distinction being a member of the National Honor Society, ROTC Top Cadet Award, Leo Club, Widener Leadership Award, Highest Academic Honors, and Presidential Scholar Award. Now therefore be it resolved by Mayor Albert Kelly and City Council of the great city of Bridgeton that Chastity Wilford be commended on achieving the distinction of Valedictorian, and may her future be filled the best of everything life has to offer. Adopted at a regular meeting of the City Council of the City of Bridgeton held on the 8th day of June 2016. City Clerk Darlene Richmond, Council President Curtis Edwards, and myself, Albert Kelly. Congratulations.
Resolution of the City Council of the City of Bridgeton honoring Jaylene Hernandez. Whereas Jaylene Hernandez has brought honor to her family, school, and community upon being named Salutatorian of the Bridgeton High School class of 2016, and whereas Jaylene Hernandez has earned distinction being a member of the National Honor Society, Bridgeton High School Orchestra, manager Bridgeton High School Varsity Baseball, treasurer Bridgeton High School class 2016, captain Bridgeton High School Soccer, and Bridgeton Rotary student. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Mayor Kelly and the City Council of the City of Bridgeton that Jaylene Hernandez be commended on achieving the distinction of Salutatorian and may her future be filled with the best of everything life has to offer. Adopted at a regular meeting of the City Council of the City of Bridgeton held on the 8th day of June 2016. signed by the City Clerk, Darlene Richmond, Council President, myself, and approved by the Mayor, Albert Kelly. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to call Mrs. Britt to acknowledge our students who have the cords at this time. So Mrs. Britt, please come forward. I certainly would like all of our students to be recognized at this time if you are wearing cords.
Okay, this is awesome because you're going to notice that our students have many different cords on, so they have a variety of talents. Students wearing the blue cords are our Merit Award recipients, and if you would just stand very quickly. Thank you. Our white cords, they indicate distinguished scholars. Please stand. Our maroon cords, meritorious scholars. Please stand. Thank you. The gold cords are members of the National Honor Society. Please stand. Thank you. Our multicolor cords, that indicates that they are members of the National Art Honor Society. Please stand. Thank you. And our red cords, finally, indicate our students who were part of the Swedish exchange program. Thank you. And I have the pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Thomasina Jones. Thank you.
This is our reason for being. As a Bridgeton Board of Education, as a superintendent and assistant superintendent, and all of the administrators who are seated over there, our purpose is to come every year to a graduation in June and watch our students graduate. So this is a very exciting time for each of us. So thank you for allowing us to be able to participate in this ceremony. The class of 2016's mantra and theme are three simple words: dream, believe, and achieve. One of the most extraordinary, prolific, and phenomenal men in history was the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. A lot of us are familiar with his infamous, notorious, and thunderous speech entitled, "I Have a Dream," that was delivered on August 28, 1963. Dr. King had a message that most people thought would never come to fruition or materialize because he was up against so many people who were against his dream. There were unscrupulous people who were satisfied with the injustices that occurred in society. Dr. King did not allow anyone to hinder or impede his mission to ensure that all men would be guaranteed the basic rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In spite of all of the iniquities, inequalities, or infringements that were ever present, Dr. King still had a dream. He ardently believed that in spite of the difficulties he experienced and faced, there was a dream that was deeply rooted and grounded in the American dream. He had a dream that one day this nation would rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Class of 2016, I charge and dare you to dream. Have an idea, image, and mental picture in your mind of who you want to become. Once you capture the mental image, you must fervently believe that you can accomplish your dream. You have to believe in yourself because there will be people who will try to discredit, discourage, and discount your dreams along the journey. I wish I could promise each one of you that you will encounter people along the journey who are honorable, scrupulous, and on the up and up, who will encourage you to attain your dreams. But not everyone you encounter is going to be that way. It is imperative that you are always true to whom you are and you don't change your dream, position, or way of thinking because of the people who surround you. Blot out negativity that will try to inhibit you from attaining your dreams. One of the ways to overcome the negative people who will try to make you believe that you cannot achieve your dreams is to record some belief statements about who you are and recite them every day. For an example, everyone recite the following words: I am courageous.
I am courageous.
I am victorious.
I am victorious.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am a masterpiece. Once you believe that you can attain your dream, you must begin to do the work. You must commit to working towards accomplishing your dream. There are a multitude of people who talk about their dreams, but they never put forth the effort and grit to accomplish their dreams. Dr. King did not sit around and talk about the injustices that were occurring in the world. He did something about it. Dr. King traveled over 6 million miles and gave approximately 2,500 speeches to enable him to achieve his goal to guarantee people of color freedom. Class of 2016, you must commit to doing whatever it takes to accomplish your dreams. You are going to have to exert some energy, endurance, and fortitude to attain your dreams. I want to share some of your classmates' dreams with you. Due to the brevity of time, I can only share some of their dreams with you. 10 years from now, Matthew Brown desires to work in Homeland Security and to be in the Air Force. Kimberly Pantaleone wants to be filled with joy and continue to grow in the Word of God. Chastity Wilford and Robert Kinzel both want to be successful and happy. While Jaylene Hernandez wants to be an immigration lawyer or an FBI agent. Dominic Mendoza would like to be in medical school and have a family. Mikhail Wright wants to be married, have a family, and be wealthy enough to take care of his entire family. Christopher Morales wants to be in the Air National Guard or be a state trooper. Mary Lennon wants to work for a film production company, own a house, and pay off her student loans. Nico Rizzo's dream is to graduate from college and start his career. Breon Bonner wants to make the world. Breon Bonner wants to simply make the world a better place. Class of 2016, please stand and hold your classmate's hand. Raise your joined hands. Your joined hands depict and signify that you are going to stand united in solidarity to support each other as you accomplish your dreams. Look at your classmate and repeat after me. Dream, believe, achieve. Now give your classmate a high five. Class of 2016. Class of 2016, go forth and attain your dreams. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Bridgeton Board of Education President, Ms. Angelia Edwards.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jones. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. I would like to take a moment to introduce our board members, please. We have Mr. Albert Morgan. Mr. Morgan, would you please stand? Mr. Ed Bethia. Miss Mary Peterson. Mr. David Gonzalez. Mr. Ricardo Perez, Miss Erica Mosley, and Mrs. Brenda Delaquilla. The Bridgeton Board of Education would also like to take a moment to thank everyone that has been with this district and is now retiring. We pray that you have a successful and fulfilled life, but there's 3 individuals that we would like to give a special congratulations to. Mr. Tyrone Williams, who is our affirmative action person. Mr. Terrell Everett, our human resource director. And Mr. Ned Johnson, our assistant superintendent. We're sorry that you all have to leave, but we certainly do understand. May God bless you and may heaven smile upon you. At this time, I'm going to call Kimberly up. The class of 2016 would like to take just a moment to say something to your parents and the people that have supported them for the last 4 years. So, they would like to say to their parents,
Thank you. Gracias. Thank you. Gracias. Thank you. Gracias.
thank you very much. Also, to Lou's family, I have a picture of your daughter on my refrigerator, and every time I open that refrigerator, which I'm sure you all can see is quite often, I pray for you. I know it sounds funny, but you know what? We're all praying for you, this whole community. It really was a tragedy, and we hope that God will give you peace. On behalf of the Bridgeton Board of Education, I would like to present you with your diploma, being the first one. Thank you so much, and may all that you ask God for come to life. Congratulations.
On behalf,
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead, baby. You want to tell them?
Say it.
On behalf.
On behalf of Bridgeton High School's class of 2016, I proudly accept this diploma.
Madam President, I certify that each of these students sitting before you have completed all of the requirements of the Bridgeton Board of Education and the state of New Jersey. They are entitled to receive their diplomas as Bridgeton High School graduates. Madam President, I present to you the Bridgeton High School class of 2016.
Thank you very much.
behalf of the class of 2016, we would like to present these gifts to our superintendent, Dr. Thomasina Jones, and our board president, Miss Angie Edwards. On behalf of the class of 2016, we would like to present this gift to Dr. Johnson for all his hard work these years. On behalf of the class of 2016, we would like to present this gift to our principal, Miss Britt.
On behalf of class of 2016, we'd like to thank Mr. Morris, our assistant principal.
On behalf of the class of 2016, we'd like to present this gift to Dr. Cannon, our head of guidance.
On behalf of the class of 2016, we would like to present this gift to Ms. Kramer.
On behalf of the class of 2016, we would like to present this gift to Zifo.
On behalf of the class of 2016, we'd like to call our advisors up, Ms. Turner and Sergeant Leonard. We present to you this gift. This small gift that doesn't compare to the large and bigger things that you've done for us. The impact that you have on each and every student. You're more than a guidance counselor, but You're a mom to some and a mentor to others. Thank you.
On behalf of the class of 2016, we would like to thank Sergeant Lennon. He wasn't our class advisor, but when he started to, he's been there for us since the beginning. He has gone above and beyond to make our high school experience one of the best. And for that, we are forever grateful to him, and we love you very much.
Quantre Allen.
Ashley E. Amante.
Giovanni Amigon.
Mercedes Nicole Anthony.
Emmanuel Ángel de la Cruz.
Diana Barón. Moses Angel. Vanessa Barragán. Adolfo Arteaga García. Noema Bautista Méndez. Breon Stephen Bonner. Olivia Bautista. Matthew James Brown.
Roseanne Bishop.
Nicholas Aaron Butcher.
Enedita Bravo.
Joseph R. Calderon. Liliana Bravo. Michael A. Sarna.
Rashima N. Ryan.
Latrell C. Chandler.
Rosario Adela Calixto de la Telpa. Deshaun U. Shiny. Yasmin Cantor. Fabian Cintron.
Janae Carter.
Alfredo Cruz Ruiz.
Alicia Chavez Cruz. René Dominguez Facundo.
Janae T. Chatter.
Julian Dorotel.
Nyasia K. Cosby.
Malachi Edmonds. Miriam Cruz Perez. Sean T. Falk.
Xavier A. Custis.
Kwame T. Ford.
Adriana Marie De Jesus. Quamir Dejor Fowler. Cristel de la Cruz Garcia. Virgil Forrest Gale. Jocelyn Tatiana del Arca Arita.
Jairo Garcia Alaves.
Jasmine P. De Leon.
Jason Manuel Garcia Gabriel. Amani M. Dominique. Montel Kayvon Gary.
Anae Daisy Duran.
Giovanni Gonzalez. Morgan Falcone.
Sergio González.
Talea Folk.
Willie Lee Goldsby Jr.
Kyasia Journey Floyd.
Jose Guzman Pacheco.
Desiree C. Forson.
Christopher James Harris.
Ajane Graciana Fortune.
Kevin Claude Hawsey Jr. Belinda Gabriel. Cedric Armando Hernandez Martinez. Catherine Garcia.
Jason Hernandez.
Daniela Garcia Sanchez. Maya.
Jaquez Dejon Irizarry.
Yasmin Marie Gardner.
Nigel Jackson.
Giselle Gonzalez Mendiera. Anthony Jenkins.
Jamila Neira Griswold.
Victor David Jimenez.
Bronzea Gross.
James W. Johnson Cole.
Adela Hernandez Cruz. Dakota Bailey Jones. Hannah Hernandez.
Mauricio Juarez.
Maria G. Hernandez.
Deshaun Lamar Baldwin.
Juliana Karina Hernandez Arrioja. Daniel Lopez.
Elisa M. Holden.
Mauro Lopez.
Ajane Deanna Hudgens.
Michael Lopez.
Armani Janae Jackson.
Walter Love Jr. Linda Ann Lampy.
Jonathan Magana Magajon.
Diazane Tyosha Lee.
Alexis Martinez.
Cynthia Erendira Leon Dominguez. Armani MacArthur.
Deja L. Lewis.
Joaquin Mendieta Talapa.
Maria Mea. Misael Mendieta. Bertha Z. Martinez.
Marcus J. Michael.
Isabel Martinez Garcia.
Earl Robert Miller Jr.
María Isabel Martínez.
Austin T. Mitchell.
Jacqueline McLemore.
Christopher Morales Quiros.
Jocelyn Melchor Bautista. Jose Juan Moreno Valencia. Nancy Mendez. Jonathan Jameer Morris II.
Leisure Monet Village Kitchen.
David Mosley. Gloria Morales. Ezekiel E. Norman. Lashanae Chantel Nelson.
Ricardo Damian Palmer Jr.
Brenda Cristal Orera Ibera. Giovanni Pantaleone.
Kelsey Pestuck.
Lisandro Pascual Andres.
Madeline Peralta.
Jeremy M. Pepper Jr.
Cynthia Perez. Brian Perez Martinez. Guadalupe E. Bennett. Carlos A. Perez Paredes.
Monique D. Petway.
Eddie Alexis Perez.
Cheyenne Monet Pierce.
Henry M. Perez.
Isabel Ponce.
Gustavo Perez Perez.
Myra Ponce Palmer.
Israel Perez Ruiz.
Patricia Ramirez.
Yesenia Ramirez Pablo. Luis D. Perez Manzano. Nelly Guadalupe Ramos Reyes.
Magno Gregorio Perez Perez.
Stephanie Marie Ramos.
Patrick Powell.
Lenasia Ayana Reed.
Michael Price.
Kayla Rivera.
David Ramirez.
Yulisa Rojas Castillo. Luis Roberto Ramírez Islas. Itzeyana Rojo Trejo.
Mario Brian Rivera.
Miriam Yoeli Ruiz Martínez. Edgar Ruiz Perez. Cristal Salgado. Sergio Ruiz. Dalia Sánchez.
Lucas H. Shiva.
Nayeli Sanchez Valdez.
John Ryan Swibens. Maria Elena Santiago Garcia. Ricardo Segundo.
Sanira Lynn Shaw.
Jose Manuel Siverio Lopez.
Aaliyah S. Smith. Tyon Keith Singleton.
Kismet Spencer.
Jerome Wayman Smith.
Jadeja Stanford.
Devontae Street.
Shakira S. Still. Eric Tapia. Grisel Velasquez Morales. James A. Thomas.
Renee Watson.
Eduardo Yair Torres.
Sierra Amonasia Widener.
Jesus M. Torres Correa.
Michelle Zamora Martinez.
Jaylene Hernandez Perez.
Minani Hernandez Perez. Edwin Ivan Vaquero. Emily Bautista Martinez. Shaheem Vargas. Jenny Benitez.
Juan D. Vasquez.
Yanisha Marie Butler.
Dino D. Waters. Lupita Carranza. Shamir Williams. Sandra Cruz Chavez. Macau Tayshawn Wright. Ellie Janice DeVal.
Christian Joel Celaya.
Charlene Jean-Pierre.
Michael A. DeLuisi.
Ariana May Lozada Pierce.
Marcial Ángel Islas Marroquín.
Lisbeth Martinez. Howard T. Johnson. Alejandra E. Mejía Turcios. Alejandro León Hernández.
Michaela Maria Moore.
Miguel A. Mendez.
Alicia Yasmin Pérez. Dominic L. Mendoza.
Jalea Shanae Saunders.
Edward Daniel Morales. Davina Nanita Thompson.
Christopher John Lee O'Hara.
Laura S. Turner.
Nico Dante Rizzo. Raven
Javier Ruesga Diaz.
Ashley Zavala. Daryl Sean Thompson. Esmeralda Salud Garcia. Eduardo Valdez.
Lynette Garcia Gomez.
Juan Ruiz Chavez.
Deja Evelyn McNear.
Kayvon Street.
Kadeja Jacqueline Merrick.
Angel Granado.
Daisy Reyes.
Jeffrey Ritter Jr.
María G. Rosales Hernández. Stephen L. Brown. Marisol Santiago.
special presentation to the family of Luz de la Cruz Antonio. Can we also please have our superintendent, our principal, and our advisors?
Okay.
On behalf of the Bridgeton School District, we would like you to know that we love Luz. We're always going to remember you in our prayers. We're going to be fervent in our prayers as we continue to keep her memory alive at the school. I looked out and I saw some clergy here, so you're blessed to be covered in prayer by your clergy and supported by so many students, parents, and faculty members who absolutely love each one of you. You'll continue to be in our thoughts and prayers, and we thank you for being here today.